The DJI RC Pro 2 is DJI's latest premium smart controller, built for power users flying something like the Mavic 4 Pro or Mini 4 Pro. It's packing a brighter, bigger screen, stronger connection, and tons of pro-focused features. But here's the catch. It costs way more than the regular RC2, which already does a pretty solid job. So the question is the RC Pro 2 really worth throwing down that much extra cash? Stick around as we break it down, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. So let's rip off the Band-Aid. The RC Pro 2 is priced at about $1,299, while the RC2 sits closer to $369. That's a huge difference. We're talking about a price gap that could literally buy you another mid-range drone, or a bunch of extra batteries and accessories. It's the biggest factor that makes people hesitate, and we totally get it. If you're more of a casual flyer or someone who uses your drone on weekends for fun, that difference alone might make your choice easy. But if you're a professional or even a passionate enthusiast who wants the best experience, then the question becomes, is the RC Pro 2's feature set really worth that leap? One of the headline features of the RC Pro 2 is that screen. It's a big 7-inch mini LED display, hitting up to 2,000 nits of peak brightness. That's brighter than many modern smartphones and absolutely crushes the 700 nits you get on the RC2's 5.5-inch screen. On top of that, it supports 10-bit HDR with a 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio, meaning you're seeing far more accurate colors and detail, especially important if you're filming in something like D-Log or working with color grading. But it's not just brighter and better looking, it's also more flexible, literally. The screen rotates, so if you're filming vertical content, you can preview it full screen in portrait mode. No more squinting at a tiny vertical video preview like you would on the RC2. That sounds like a small perk, but if you're producing Reels, TikToks, or vertical social content, this feature is a total game changer. The RC2's display, on the other hand, is perfectly functional for standard landscape flying. It's responsive, it's touch-capable, and it runs at 60 frames per second, so you're not going to feel like you're using a potato. But if you've ever flown in bright sun, you'll know 700 nits can get washed out. That's where the RC Pro 2's 2,000 nits really pulls ahead, making it usable even on blazing summer days. Physically, the RC Pro 2 is built to feel premium. It weighs around 750 grams, which is definitely heftier than the 420 grams of the RC2. But that weight comes with advantages. It feels solid, balanced, and durable. The joysticks on the Pro 2 fold down and stow away easily. No more fiddling with unscrewing and screwing sticks every time you travel, like you have to do on the RC2. That's a simple but huge quality of life improvement. And the design touches go even further. The RC Pro 2 includes a built-in microphone and speaker, so you can record audio commentary as you fly, or even grab sound for your screen recordings. The RC2? No built-in mic at all, so you'd need an external solution? Plus, the Pro 2 has a full-size HDMI output, so you can plug it into an external monitor or live stream your feed on a larger screen. That might sound niche, but for professional projects or even educational use, it's incredibly valuable. Moving on to transmission, this is another area where DJI really flexes their engineering muscle. The RC Pro 2 supports OcuSync 4+, which is the very latest in DJI's transmission tech. That gives you up to 30 kilometers of range, compared to 20 kilometers on the RC2's 04. Now let's be honest, most of us are not flying 30 kilometers away, but where you really notice the difference is in signal stability, especially around interference or obstacles. With the RC Pro 2, the feed stays more solid, with fewer glitches or dropouts, which can be the difference between confidently pulling off a complex tracking shot or having to fight through video stutters. One area where the RC Pro 2 absolutely crushes the RC2 is its professional tools. For starters, it supports dynamic home point. Basically, the controller updates the drone's return location to match wherever you move. So if you're tracking yourself while biking, boating, or driving, The drone knows to return to where you are rather than its takeoff point. That's a huge advantage. There's also the dedicated exposure dial, a customizable 5D button to quickly jump between camera controls and support for third-party apps. Because the RC Pro 2 runs on a custom Android system, you can install things like YouTube or even a quick video editor, which means you could edit and publish your shots directly from the controller if you really wanted to. That's wild. Then there's the built-in DJI flight simulator, so you can practice flying your drone in realistic scenarios without risking it in the real world. Again, very handy if you're trying to master complex maneuvers or train up your muscle memory. By comparison, the RC2 is more of a traditional controller. It does the basics well, but you'll be missing out on those extras that help you streamline more advanced workflows. You'd expect with a brighter, bigger screen, the RC Pro 2 would chew through battery, but actually it holds up nicely. Around 4 hours of usage compared to 3 hours on the RC2, thanks to a larger 6,200 mAh battery. Both controllers recharge quickly, about 90 minutes from zero, so you can get back in the air fast. But with the Pro 2, you've just got a bit more buffer for all-day shoots. At the end of the day, both of these controllers let you fly some of the best drones DJI has ever made. The RC2 is the value hero, reliable, capable, and easy on the wallet. The RC Pro 2 is the flagship, no doubt, and it backs up its price with pro-level perks that make a difference when you're chasing the absolute best shots. So ask yourself, what matters more? Keeping costs down and traveling light, or going all in on a flagship controller with every bell and whistle DJI can pack in? Either way, you're in for a great flying experience. Let us know in the comments which one you'd pick and why. Thanks for watching.